We're joined by one of Sydney's leading jockeys, Hugh Bowman. Hugh, it's a terrific time to be in Sydney with Autumn Carnival right upon us.
Yeah, it is, Murray. It's a really build-up time now for our industry, and that's when it takes the front pages of the general media, and I'm being a part of it. Really looking forward to the coming weeks.
Now, it must be pretty easy to wake up early when you ride a Group 1 on the weekend, and you've got plenty of good rides up your sleeves.
Yeah, well, it's, as I said, it's that time of year. You're sort of jockeying for good rides in the good races, and I was fortunate enough to win the Chipping Norton on Shootout, which is Sydney's first Group 1 of the year, and hopefully that'll springboard me into a good Autumn Carnival. But it's an exciting time, and I think the Golden Slipper for one is wide open, so it's good.
Now, it's a race you haven't won yet. Who do you think you might ride, or have you got a couple of horses this weekend and the next coming weekends that you might be aboard?
Well, I'll ride Good Job Bro, who's a last start winner at Warwick Farm. I'll ride him this weekend, and if it was on the next 2 weeks, I'd ride him. But as we know, anything can happen. These 2-year-olds are immature animals, and they can peak and go off very quickly. So I'll be keeping my options open for the next couple of weeks, but I think he's pretty smart.
I'm joined by one of Sydney's leading hoops, Glyn Schofield. Glyn, you had a track gallop with Hyland. How'd he go?
Yeah, good this morning. He's been progressing nicely every piece of work he's had, which I've been on most of the time. And today was probably a decision time as to whether we line up or not on Saturday, and he's pleased both myself and John, so he'll be going forward and taking up his place on the weekend.
Oh, excellent. So we'll see him in the Challenge Stakes, 1,000 metres, short little scamper. It's probably important to know that it's not his grand final, so win or lose, it's just important that he's back at the track.
Well, that's it. We're sort of testing the waters, really, as to see how much that injury, which was quite significant, has sort of affected him, and hopefully we feel it hasn't really affected him that much. He's a big burly boy, and we haven't been able to get sort of stuck into him, and he's only had the one trial, but we're happy enough with his fitness levels and whatever to compete on Saturday. And he had a nice piece of work at the Warwick Farm on Saturday, and he's taken a bit of progression out of that. So if he can improve through towards Saturday, you never know. If the old Hayless is back, I'll be very, very happy.
You've got a couple of rides for the slipper sort of yet to be finalised. You've got Sweet Idea, who won the other day. She'll be locked into the slipper. But your ride Calming Influence this weekend, how's she go?
Yeah, look, she ran terrific first up. Unfortunately, she got that real heavy track at the farm, but she's come through the run good, and I'll just wait and see how she runs Saturday. But I galloped Sweet Idea this morning, and she feels great.